Episode 40, The Friendship Problem, Part 1. Twilight's castle. Twilight and Shadow are in Twilight's chamber. Twilight is lying face down on her bed as Shadow is massaging her.
Nothing like a good massage to ease some of the tensions you've been going through.
Your hands are so strong, Shadow. This feels really nice. It's exactly what I needed after such an eventful trip.
Tell me about it. Twilight, I know on a personal level attempting to make amends with Starlight is important to you, but I can't help but feel it's a complete waste of time. You've been sweeping this issue with your brother under the carpet long enough. You sensed the same thing I did while we were at his castle last night. When are you going to start taking that situation a little more seriously?
I'm the Princess of Friendship. Fixing my relationship with Starlight means everything to me, because it defines that title. I'm not naive. I know there's a significant chance that my friendship with Starlight is over forever, but that doesn't mean I can't at least apologize to her. I'm not sweeping Shining Armor's issue under the carpet either. There was really nothing I could have done for him last night. You heard Princess Cadence. Things are getting better for him, so my cleansing spell did work. Trying to get rid of a spirit like King Sombra's isn't an easy task, which is why, when we go to the Crystal Empire for Heartswarming, I intend to intensify my magic with the element of magic and rid my brother of King Sombra's spirit forever. Shadow kissing Twilight's back as he continues massaging her.
I only hope it's not too late by then.
Canterlot, inside of Sunset Shimmer's house. So what's this plan of yours, Starlight? You said you know of a way to make us the two strongest ponies in Equestria? Yes, but obtaining this power isn't going to be easy. Have you ever heard of the Chaos Emeralds? No, can't say that I have. What's so special about them? They have the ability to give immeasurable power to anyone who absorbs their power. I've never actually seen them in action before, but I've heard some remarkable stories of just how powerful they truly are. There are 7 Chaos Emeralds, and Sweet Apple Acres has 3 of them, just ripe for the taking. It sounds to me like we're going apple picking. Yes, but we need to come up with a plan. The Chaos Emeralds are guarded by Knuckles the Echidna and Applejack. You and I can handle Applejack, no problem. It's Knuckles who'll be tough, and believe me when I tell you, he'll defend those emeralds to the death. Well, believe me when I tell you, that part won't be a problem with my magic if he decides to get in our way. Look, Sunset, I have no intentions on hurting Knuckles or Applejack. They've been very good friends to me. Fair enough. So, how do you propose we go about stealing these Chaos Emeralds, then? We can head over to Sweet Apple Acres tomorrow night. After the Apple Family and Knuckles fall asleep. Once every pony is asleep, we could sneak out to the Master Emerald Temple and steal the Chaos Emeralds. We'll have to use Chaos Control to escape quickly and undetected. I'm going to give you a fair warning, though. Once we remove the Chaos Emeralds from their holders, the Master Emerald is going to shine violently. Chances are the Apple Family is going to wake up from the bright glow of the Master Emerald, so once we have the Chaos Emeralds, we'll have to act quickly. He mentioned something about Chaos Control. Using the Chaos Emerald's Chaos Control is the quickest, most efficient way to teleport back here to your home. How it works is, you clear your mind while holding a Chaos Emerald on your hoof. While you're doing that, close your eyes and concentrate as to where you want the Chaos Emeralds to take you. Once you have your destination in your mind, the only thing left to do is say Chaos Control, and the Chaos Emerald will take you to wherever you want to go in less than a second. Once we have the emeralds, we'll use Chaos Control to return here. Why not just use Chaos Control to pay a visit to Twilight? If these Chaos Emeralds give us so much power, then why wait to kill her? We could go that route if that's what you want to do. I was hoping to isolate Twilight away from Shadow. This way he can't interfere with us performing her coup de grace. My ex-fiancé is quite powerful, and even without a Chaos Emerald, he poses a threat to us. I'm not worried about him. My magic is powerful enough to handle him, Starlight. The big question on my mind is, after we kill Princess Twilight, What do you think we should do with the Chaos Emeralds? To me, it would seem like a waste to only use them against Twilight. If what you say is true, and these Chaos Emeralds are going to make us the two most powerful ponies on the planet, I say we may as well rule the entire planet. Paradise Island. The next morning, Son Dash's honeymoon suite. Sonic sleeping peacefully in bed. Rainbow Dash gently wakes him up.
Good morning, hubby. Ready to enjoy our last day here in paradise?
Yeah, good morning, Dash. Sonic grabs hold of Dash and pulls her into bed with him. Sonic begins kissing Rainbow Dash.
Was there anything in particular you wanted to do today?
I wouldn't mind just chilling and taking it easy here or at the beach. I figured we can keep it low-key today and relax. I want to enjoy our last day here before Chris picks us up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, me too. I started reading Princess Aletta's diary last night, and I have to tell you, there's some pretty dark stuff in there. Twilight is definitely gonna want this diary.
What have you discovered so far?
That the elements of harmony and the Chaos Emeralds can be brought together and used to make a highly destructive weapon known as the Harmony Chaos Cannon. I also read that the elements of harmony can be placed at the Master Emerald Temple, and if that were to ever happen, Twilight would basically become a goddess.
How?
According to what I read in Princess Aletta's diary, the elements of harmony have compartments underneath the Master Emerald on its holding column. Once all 7 Chaos Emeralds are reunited with the Master Emerald, we can unite the elements of harmony with them, thus unifying harmony and chaos. Twilight yields the element of magic. According to what I read, whoever yields the element of magic will absorb all the power from both the elements of harmony and the Chaos Emeralds. In other words, Twilight is destined to become the Queen of Harmony and Chaos, and the most powerful being in existence, basically making her a goddess.
All of a sudden, it's becoming crystal clear to me as to why Princesses Celestia and Luna have gone to such great lengths to cover up your race's origins from Mobius. She didn't want Twilight to discover her destiny, or to allow her to have this kind of power. If Twilight were to ever absorb the power of the elements of harmony and the Chaos Emeralds, she'd pose a huge threat to Princess Celestia's rule over the planet.
It gets even worse, Sonic. Princess Aletta wasn't a very nice ruler over the Equestrian Empire while they were on Mobius.
Exactly how much of this diary have you read, Dashy?
I stayed up all night reading it because the contents of this diary are so shocking I couldn't put it down.
Daring Do did say this was a shocking read. What did you find out about the... Very sorry, guys. What did you find out about the Equestrian Empire?
I know your father told you stories about the Equestrian Empire and how you and Manic got your cutie marks, but the stories he told you weren't accurate as to why the Equestrian Empire vanished from Mobius. Princess Soletta wrote in her diary about how she wanted to be the queen of harmony and chaos and become the most powerful being alive so she could rule Mobius for herself. Only the Echidnas would not allow that to happen. The guardian of the Master Emerald banished Princess Soletta and the entire Equestrian Empire from Mobius by using the Master Emerald's chaos control.
I don't understand why my father told us that the Equestrian Empire was wiped out by the humans.
Maybe your dad didn't want you to resent your pony heritage by knowing the truth.
Rainbow Dash's cutie mark begins flashing. She's being summoned by the cutie map at Twilight's castle. Dash, your cutie mark is flashing.
Well, I guess we're going to have to cut our honeymoon short by a day. Sonic, can you hand me my communicator, please?
Sure. You think it's an emergency?
I won't know until I arrive to wherever the cutie map is sending me.
Sonic gives Rainbow Dash her communicator. Well, regardless, duty calls, right?
Yeah, unfortunately it does, hubby. Hey, you could come with me and help me solve whatever friendship problem the cutie map has me trying to fix.
I've never fixed a friendship problem before. The only problem I've ever fixed was Dr. Eggman.
I better check in with Twilight.
Communicator.
Twilight, what's going on? I'm being summoned by the cutie map.
Twilight, communicator. All of us are being summoned, Rainbow Dash, including Starlight. Rainbow Dash, communicator.
Are you serious? The cutie map summoned her too after she tried to kill you?
Twilight, communicator. I don't think Starlight will show up, but the cutie map would only summon all of us if there was a major friendship problem occurring. I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash, but you must return to Ponyville immediately and cut your honeymoon short. Sonic, communicator. Did you copy that, Chris? You don't have to pick us up tomorrow in the X-Tornado. Chris, communicator. 10-4, Sonic. Have a safe trip back, you guys. Sonic, communicator. We will, bud. Wow, these slides are fast on this episode. Twilight, communicator. How long do you think it will take for you to get here from Paradise Island? Rainbow Dash, communicator.
I'd say roughly 5 hours, considering Sonic will have to ride on my back over the ocean until we get to the mainland.
Twilight, communicator. No worries. Rarity is also traveling to Ponyville from Canterlot, so we'll just meet together when every pony gets here. Rainbow Dash, communicator.
Okay, Sonic and I are on the way, Twilight.
Ready to go?
Yeah, we'll bring our luggage down to the lobby and leave it with the clerk. I can fly back to pick it up after we finish our friendship problem.
Sonic picks up the suitcase. I guess the honeymoon is officially over.
Yeah, but I had a wonderful time with you, Sonic. Thank you for making this week special. I love you.
Sonic kisses Rainbow Dash. I love you too, Dashy. Our last kiss in paradise. Sonic opens the door. Dash leave their honeymoon suite and check out of the hotel. Canterlot, Rarity's loft at the Carousel Boutique. Rarity and Silver kissing passionately in bed together. Are you absolutely positive we have to leave for Twilight's castle right this second? Unfortunately, Silver, we do. Believe me, darling, I would love to lie in bed with you like this all day, but you heard Sonic and Rainbow Dash's conversation with Twilight on the communicators. We're all being summoned by the cutie map, so it must be something of significance. At least we were able to have a little bit of fun before that cute little flank of yours started glowing. Oh, you are amazing in every way, Silver. We should probably head into the shower to freshen up before we catch a train to Ponyville. Rarity gets out of bed. Ugh. Silver groans and follows Rarity into the bathroom. Silver uses his telekinesis to turn on the shower. They enter the shower together. Do you think this is an emergency situation? It's hard to tell, but if Starlight is being summoned as well, then things might get a bit heated between her and Twilight. Perhaps solving a friendship problem as a team will help mend the fences between those two. Do you think all your friends are going to forgive Starlight for attempting to kill Twilight? I'm not trying to judge poor Starlight too harshly. She's been through so much pain lately. It's easy to understand why she's hit the breaking point again. I don't want to look past what she did or sweep it under the rug, but I've already forgiven her. I agree with Twilight, though. I don't think Starlight is going to show up at the castle today. I am glad you're coming with me today, just in case something bad is really happening right now. Sweet Apple Acres. Applejack is in the kitchen cooking breakfast with Granny Smith.
Applejack, your cutie mark is flashing something fierce.
I'm aware of it, Granny. No sense in rushing over to Twilight's knowing that we're waiting on Rarity and Rainbow Dash anyway. Where's Big Mac been? He's been gone near a week now. Apple Bloom enters the kitchen.
I ain't seen him since he left for Starlight's old village.
Oh, he must be visiting Sugar Belle. I'm getting worried about him. He's been gone since Monday.
There's no reason to be worried, Applejack. You mean Big Mac never told you he was in love with Sugar Belle?
No, he never said anything to me about being in love. And how do you know about this, Missy?
Me, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle went with Big Mac on one of his trips to Equality Village, and we saw him and Sugar Belle together. They've been together since last spring. I can't believe he never told you. Oh, the big lug. I'm happier than a pig in mud seeing my grand foals falling in love.
Well, don't feel too salty over it, Applejack. The only reason I know about Big Mac and Sugar Belle is because me and the Crusaders snuck into Big Mac's hauling cart on one of his trips to see Sugar Belle. I'm not salty about it. In fact, I'm mighty excited for him. Sugar Belle is a lovely gal, and she's perfect for Big Mac. I just don't understand why he's been hiding the truth for this long, that's all.
You know how shy our brother is. That or maybe Big Mac just wants to make sure that Sugar Belle is his special slum pony before announcing he's in love to the family.
Knuckles enters.
Breakfast smells amazing, AJ. Biscuits and gravy. Did I hear correctly? Big Mac has a girlfriend?
Knuckles gives Applejack a kiss.
Yeah, and her name is Sugar Belle. She's a really sweet and very pretty. They are so darn cute together, too.
Well, good for him. That explains why he's been gone for 6 days. Your cutie mark is still flashing.
Yep, and it ain't gonna stop until we get our assignment from the cutie map at Twilight's castle. The entire team in Starlight has been summoned. I don't reckon we're gonna see Starlight there, though. It would be nice to see her and attempt to fix the friendship problem our team has. Meanwhile, Sugar Cube Corner. Pinkie Pie, Manic, Fluttershy, and Tails having muffins and coffee together.
We should probably be heading over to Twilight soon. I've got a really uneasy feeling about this friendship problem we're being assigned to today. Me too. I've had the shakes and the shudders all morning. My pinky senses have been going crazy.
How often does a friendship problem become dangerous? Well, with the way Double P's been shaking today, I'd say this one is going to be a doozy.
In most cases, our friendship problem assignments are pretty basic and peaceful, but in cases like this, where our whole team is summoned, then the odds become more likely of things being a little more tense, because it takes all of our strengths to fix it. Starlight is also being summoned by the cutie map, and with everything that's happened with her lately, I'm thinking this meeting today could get really intense.
Do you think that maybe the friendship problem could be Starlight herself? Pinkie Pie shuddering.
Well, the way my pinky senses have been going today, I'd say it is a strong possibility.
Do you really have the ability to sense ominous things before they happen, Pinkie? She sure does. Right before Chrysalis attacked Twilight at her castle and stole the element of magic, Pinkie Pie was shaking and shuddering all day. While we were shopping for Shadow and Starlight's housewarming gift, Pinkie Pie ditched me because she sensed that Twilight was in danger, and she was right. That's actually cool in a bizarre kind of way.
It is, but it can get annoying at times, especially when it happens suddenly, and I don't know the exact reason as to why I'm shuddering or figuring out as to who is in danger.
Well, if Starlight is the friendship problem, then we really don't have much to worry about as far as safety goes. I don't think Starlight would hurt any of us, and she certainly won't attempt to kill Twilight again with every pony being there. It makes sense now as to why the cutie map would summon all of us and Starlight. You made a really good observation, Tails. I hope you guys can help her. I know all of us from Mobius really like Starlight too. It would be awful to have to take her down.
I think the entire team would agree with that statement, Tails.
Amy walks over. Can I get you guys anything else?
No, I'm good, Ames.
I'm good too, Amy. And your chocolate chip muffins were amazing. Thanks, Pinky. I worked really hard on them. So what time is the meeting at Twilight's? There isn't really a set time. We have to wait for Rarity and Rainbow Dash to arrive before the meeting can officially start. Hopefully it isn't anything too serious. Fluttershy, Tails, do you need anything else?
Thanks, Amy, but I'm good.
I'm good too. Thanks, Amy. No problem. Good luck with your meeting today, ladies.
Amy walks away.
Tails and I are going over to Twilight's castle now. Are you guys coming now or later?
I'm heading into the studio today to record some tracks with the band, so I'm out.
I'm gonna walk with Manic to the studio and meet you guys over there, unless you two want to tag along with us. Sure, I'll go with you guys. Are you okay with that, Tails?
Yeah, count me in. I could use a little bit of exercise. They all get up and leave together. Meanwhile, Starlight, Glimmer, and Sunset shimmer on a train from Canterlot to Ponyville. Ugh, I can't believe I let you talk me into going to Twilight Sparkle's castle, and to solve a friendship problem, no less. We aren't going to solve a friendship problem. We're going to steal the Chaos Emeralds and use them to kill Princess Twilight Sparkle. Alright, so what's your big plan? When we get to Ponyville, I'll go to Twilight's castle while you head over to Sweet Apple Acres to steal the Chaos Emeralds. Once you've stolen the emeralds, you will bring them to Twilight's castle so we can absorb their power and kill her. You make this sound really easy. What happens if that Knuckles guy is there to protect the Chaos Emeralds? You're more powerful than Knuckles. You should be able to incapacitate him without killing him. Rarity enters Starlight's train car. Rarity spots Starlight, Glimmer, and Sunset Shimmer. Starlight, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you, darling. Does this mean you're heading to Twilight's castle to accept the friendship problem assignments we have? Yeah, my friend Sunset Shimmer suggested I should. For what it's worth, Starlight, I think Twilight was wrong for what she did. I don't think she intentionally meant to hurt you by saving Shadow with that kiss, but even still, it's not right to fall in love with a friend's fiancé. So, were you summoned to Twilight's castle as well, Rarity? Yes, in fact, the entire team is heading over to Twilight's castle now for this friendship problem. Rainbow Dash and Sonic have even to cut their honeymoon short for it. I forgot you temporarily moved to Canterlot because your home was destroyed by the changelings. I'm really sorry, Rarity. It's quite all right. My home and boutique are being rebuilt as we speak. My heart still aches over Cream's death and Spike's heartbreak for losing her. Anyway, I was heading to the lounge car for a couple of drinks for Silver and I. I'll see you at Twilight's in a bit, darling. Starlight nods as Rarity walks away. She seems like a nice friend. She didn't judge you for attempting to kill Twilight either. I do miss my friends. Are you sure you want to go through with this, Starlight? Twilight's castle. The Cutie Map conference room. Twilight is staring at the Cutie Map. Shadow walks in and wraps his arms around Twilight. Hey, Shadow.
You look like you've got a lot on your mind.
That's because I do. I really hope Starlight answers the call of her Cutie Mark. I don't know what the Cutie Map has in store for us, but I think whatever it involves, it was meant to bring us all together.
I hope Starlight comes too. There's so much I need to say to her, so much I need to apologize to her for. I should have been honest with her the moment I fell in love with you, Twilight. Instead, I covered up my feelings for you and tried to focus on rekindling the love I had for Starlight. I thought that having a baby with her would eventually erase any feelings I had for you, but clearly that wasn't the case. I didn't think you were going to leave Flash for me, so I asked Starlight to marry me. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't being true to her or to myself about where my heart really was. Starlight deserved better than that from me. Twilight, you did nothing wrong, my dear. This is my fault, and I intend to fix things, or at the very least, try to fix things with Starlight.
Spike enters the room. Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Tails are here, Twilight. Should I send them up? Yes, thanks, Spike. No problem. Spike leaves the room. Twilight wraps Shadow in a hug and gives him a loving kiss.
What was that for?
I just wanted to remind you of how important you are to me, and to say I love you before every pony arrives.
I love you too, Twilight.
Twilight smiles brightly. Twilight smiles brightly. They share one last intimate kiss and embrace before Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Tails enter the room. Hey guys, welcome. I'm not sure when every pony else is going to arrive, but feel free to hang out and mingle until we begin. Your castle rebuild is coming along great. Yeah, Princess Celestia spared no expense at getting my castle back in top form. They officially broke ground on Rarity's new home and boutique as well. I know. I hope Rarity gets a chance to see it today before she heads back to Canterlot. Hi, Twilight. Hi, Shadow. Pinkie Pie bounces over to Twilight and gives her a big hug.
Always nice seeing you, Pinkie. You always have a way to brighten up a day.
He's right about that. How have you been, Pinkie? I've been great, except for today. I've been getting the shudders horribly. Her Pinkie senses have been triggered. She thinks it has to do with Starlight being summoned by the cutie map. I only hope Starlight is present today. I have so many things I need to say to her, as does Shadow. I really don't believe Starlight would try anything reckless with our whole team here.
I'm inclined to agree with that statement. If we're going to have any discussion with Starlight to try and make amends, today would be the day to do it. Not that she'd listen or accept our apologies.
Wow, how could you be so cold, Shadow? Starlight lost everything, including you. Can you blame her for being angry and vengeful towards you and Twilight?
No one asked for your opinion, Fox. I wanted to stay in the relationship and to work things out with Starlight. She's the one who ended our engagement.
Twilight, avoiding the conversation, steps away and uses her communicator. Twilight, communicator. Rainbow Dash and Rarity, what's your ETA? Rainbow Dash, communicator. Sonic and I are approaching Appaloosa, so we should be at your castle within an hour, Twilight. Rarity, communicator. Silver and I arrived in Ponyville about 5 minutes ago. We just got off the train from Canterlot, darling. And I'm pretty sure Starlight is attending as well. She was aboard our train. Twilight, communicator. Thank you, girls. I'll see you soon.
Shadow, I can't believe she's actually coming.
Rarity, communicator. Oh, Twilight, I almost forgot. Starlight had a friend traveling with her as well. I believe her name was Sunset Shimmer. Twilight, nervous. Twilight, communicator. Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up, Rarity.
You look nervous, Twilight. Who is this Sunset Shimmer?
We need to be on our guard. If Starlight is coming with Sunset Shimmer, there's a chance they could be coming for revenge against me. As to answer your question, Shadow, Sunset Shimmer and I are rivals from our magic school days. We are both competing to become Princess Celestia's apprentice, and when Princess Celestia chose me, Sunset got angry and vowed to one day prove I was inadequate. That explains why my Pinkie senses are going crazy today.
Not to worry, Twilight. If this Sunset Shimmer tries to harm you, it will be the biggest mistake of her life.
Shadow, I'm only going to tell you this once. Don't ever underestimate Sunset Shimmer's power. She's incredibly powerful and knows the arts of dark magic as well, which is exactly why Princess Celestia chose me over her. I know there's no way Starlight would be coming today if... Oh my god. I know there's no way Starlight will be coming today if not for Sunset Shimmer. They must be up to something. Meanwhile, Starlight standing in front of her burnt down house that she destroyed. What have I done? How could I have allowed Chrysalis to destroy me like this? Starlight lays down in the grass and is sobbing heavily. I take it that's your home. Starlight stops crying and glances at the alicorn stallion. Yes, or rather what's left of it. Will uses his magic to help Starlight up off the grass. I'm sorry you lost your home. Thanks, but it was all my fault. I've been going through some awful things lately, and out of anger decided to blow up my house, among other things. I've lost everything. Not true. You didn't lose your life. The name's Will Atkinson. Starlight Glimmer. Wait, are you Will Atkinson, as in the famous playwright and director? Yeah, that would be me. Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan of your work and your stories. I'm honored to meet you. What are you doing here in Ponyville? I live here, at least when I'm not busy traveling, but Ponyville is where I call home. How do you stay so private? I had no idea you lived here. I'm kind of a homebody. Honestly, when I'm here in Ponyville, it's usually because I'm writing my next production. I'm sorry for prying into your business like that and interrupting your moment, but I couldn't stop from at least attempting to make you feel better. Starlight gives a half-hearted giggle. You're very kind, but I don't deserve any kindness or pity from any pony for what I've done recently. My entire world has been destroyed. Rather than seek help or comfort, I lashed out in anger and blamed my friends for what happened to me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to burden you. I have someplace I need to be right now. Starlight begins to walk away. Hey, wait a second. I know we just met and all, but I'd like to keep you company and walk you to your destination. Maybe just some conversation will help you feel better. Well, you picked a great day to not be a homebody. I could use company. So yeah, if you want to walk with me, it's fine. Awesome. They begin walking. So I've got to ask, what's the deal with your cutie mark? Oh, it's the cutie map at Princess Twilight Sparkle's castle. There's a friendship problem in Equestria, and the cutie map summons whoever wants to solve it by calling our cutie mark. Hence why my butt is flashing. Starlight and Will laugh. It's kind of cute. Oh, please, it's annoying. I don't even want to be here for this, but I am curious to see what in Equestria the cutie map has in store for me. Oh, who am I kidding? I really could use a friendship problem mission right now. I seriously need to regain control of my life. You know Princess Twilight Sparkle? Yeah, we were very close up until a few weeks ago when she betrayed me. It's a very long story, and I don't want to scare you away after only 5 minutes. You may never want to help a grieving stranger ever again. That bad, huh? I promise I won't judge you. I mean, look at the plays I write. They're pretty dark at times. I'm actually quite intrigued to hear the story, if you don't mind. Why do I get the feeling you're going to write your next production about me? I wouldn't dream of it. Like I said, it looked like you needed some pony to talk to, and when I saw you laying in your grass crying, I couldn't help but come over to check on you. She stole my fiancé, and I tried to kill her by blowing up my house with her inside it. You attempted to murder Princess Twilight Sparkle? Yeah, and this is the part where you turn around and walk away. I promised I wouldn't judge you, and I'm a stallion of my word. Besides, I know for a fact there's a lot more to this story than you simply trying to kill the Princess of Friendship for stealing your fiancé. You don't think I'm a horrible pony? No, I don't. Horrible ponies don't break down and cry in front of their burnt-down house. You've also told me you've been going through a lot of bad things lately, and I can tell that's true by looking at you. Your demeanor shows everything. I know you have someplace to be right now, so I'll let you go, but let's make a deal. Starlight gives Will a smirk. I'm intrigued. Okay, let's hear it. Tomorrow I'll meet you for lunch at noon at the Merlasian Inn. It'll be my treat, but if you show up, then you have to tell me the whole story. Deal? Starlight gives Will a genuine flirty smirk. All right, if I show up, consider it a deal. Oh, And if I show up, I have some questions of my own about you. So I'll see you tomorrow then? We'll see. It was nice meeting you, Will Atkinson. Will watches Starlight walk away. Starlight stops after a few steps and briefly glances back over her shoulder to give Will a flirty smile and a slight stare out of the corner of her left eye. Will watched Starlight glimmer trot off towards Twilight's castle. Will was already deeply intrigued by Starlight, both by her beauty and her mysterious yet captivating personality. For some reason he knew deep down she had a good heart, and that there was more to her pain than what she was revealing to him. As Starlight continued walking, she began pondering if she was going to take Will up on his offer and meet him for lunch. Twilight's castle. The Cutie Map conference room. Every pony is present except for Starlight. So guys, how was your honeymoon?
Completely awesome.
Yeah, we had a great time, that's for sure. My apologies for forcing you to cut it short.
It's no problem. Sonic and I have honestly had you guys in the back of our minds the entire time. Once we heard how Starlight tried to kill you, Twilight, we almost came back the minute we heard about it.
I'm relieved to know that you two decided to stay and enjoy your honeymoon instead. What's that you're carrying, Rainbow Dash? Twilight referring to the diary of Princess Soletta.
Oh, this? It's actually a gift for you. Let's just say this is a must-read book, Compliments of Daring Do.
Rainbow Dash gives Twilight the diary. Daring Do gave this to you? What's in it?
It's the historical piece of evidence you've been searching for that links our race back to Mobius. That diary is the diary of Princess Soletta. Daring Do says it's over 30,000 years old. Twilight, I've read this diary from cover to cover, and I have to say, there's some pretty dark revelations about what really happened to the Equestrian Empire and its final days on the planet Mobius.
Yeah, she pulled an all-nighter last night reading it. Wow, Dash, an all-nighter to read, huh? Now who's the egghead?
All I'm going to say is that the contents of that diary are so shocking, I couldn't stop reading it.
Spike enters the room. Twilight. Twilight looks over at Spike. Starlight is standing next to him as she enters the Cutie Map conference room.
Starlight!
Hello, Shadow. Hello, Twilight. I bet you're wondering why I decided to come here this afternoon. Sadly, I already know the real reason for you coming, and it's not to solve a friendship problem. Where is she, Starlight? Where's Sunset Shimmer? For your information, it was Sunset Shimmer who convinced me to come here and accept my friendship mission. She accompanied me to Ponyville, but refused to come here because she can't stand the mention of your name, let alone be in your presence. I'm not sure where she is at the moment. I say let's get this over with, shall we? Very well. Cutie Map, every pony you have summoned here today is present. Please show us our friendship mission. All 7 of the girls' cutie marks move across the map, directly over Twilight's castle. Just as I suspected, the friendship problem is us, Starlight. We'd actually have to have a friendship problem, now don't we?
Stop blaming Twilight for our breakup. I wanted to try and work things out, but you're the one who decided to end our relationship.
She's been in love with you for months. How is it not her fault, Shadow? Starlight, when I kissed Shadow to break that spell, I never intended for it to break the two of you up. I kissed him because it was the only chance we had at saving him from being turned to stone by the elements of harmony. Believe me when I tell you I had no intentions of being with him after that kiss, no matter how I felt about him. I don't care, Twilight. A real friend wouldn't have fallen in love with another friend's fiancé. And you, Shadow, you lied to me. You asked me to be your wife, even though deep down you were already madly in love with her. Why?
I thought that if I asked you to marry me, that it would somehow erase all of the feelings I had for Twilight, but I was wrong. It didn't. If you want to be angry with anyone, be angry at me, not Twilight.
I don't ever agree with Shadow, but he's right about this, Sugar Cube. Twilight's kiss broke Chrysalis' spell because Shadow is in love with Twilight. Twilight never intended her kiss to hurt you. She was trying to save Shadow. Had Twilight's kiss failed, we would have had to use the elements of harmony on him. I know why she did it, AJ, but that doesn't change the fact that she was wrong for being in love with Shadow in the first place. I was honest with you about my feelings for Shadow. When Flash broke up with me, I told you the exact reason why it happened, and I swore to you that I would never attempt to interfere in your relationship with Shadow, and I kept my word. Even though you knew I was in love with Shadow, you chose to trust me, and we stayed friends. Starlight, I never thought this would turn out like this. I was only trying to help Shadow. I am so sorry. I don't think sorry is ever going to be good enough. Starlight, crying, storms out of the Cutie Map conference room. Meanwhile, Sweet Apple Acres. Sunset Shimmer is standing in front of the Master Emerald Temple. Sunset Shimmer smirks as her unicorn horn glows, using telekinesis to lift all 3 of the Chaos Emeralds off their holders on the columns. The Master Emerald begins to shine brightly. Knuckles is out in the apple orchard and notices the Master Emerald glowing. Knuckles immediately rushes over to the Master Emerald Temple. Great. Now, how do I get these things to work again?
Put those Chaos Emeralds down now!